It was a really nice day back in November. Clear blue skies, a really good day to drive out to West Virginia at the New River Gorge and go climbing. I gathered my gear, threw my pack in the truck, and headed on out. I had my rope, my rack, and most importantly my soloist. I didn't have anybody to climb with. I was just going out there to climb by myself. I showed up, I think there was only one other party there at the time. I did a couple warm-up climbs and all that worked out pretty well. Went over to do the climb that I had already set up on. It was Rapscallions Blues. It was a 510C. I had set my soloist up at the base of the route. The group that I had just climbed with, they asked me, well, hey, would you like us to give you a belay on the climb? And I thought, well, sure, that's got to be safer than what I was going to do. Sure, I would love a belay. So they came on over, and I re-rigged the anchor and set it up for a traditional lead. And I had already led up past my first or second piece of gear before I realized I left my helmet down at the bottom of the climb. When I was climbing up into the crux, was that I made the mistake of placing my left foot right on one of the carabiners holding that number 5 RP. And when I put my foot on that carabiner instead of the actual hold, my foot skated off and I went for a dive. Well, hey, the gear holds, so at least I know that. I climbed right back up into the crux without even the slightest worry about taking another lead fall, because I knew the gear was going to hold. So I told my belayer what I was going to do, and gave some advance warning about making the leap for it. And I crouched down a little bit and leapt up for the hold, and I missed the hold. I didn't really think anything during the fall. I knew that the gear was going to hold. It was just a matter of when I was going to come to a stop rather than if. The only ledge on that entire face, and my left heel managed to find it. And I immediately knew that I had done something pretty severe to my ankle. Got lowered to the ground, carefully took my shoe off, looked at my ankle. I didn't see a lot of discoloring, didn't see any immediate swelling. I was really holding out hope that it was just a really bad ankle sprain. It took hours to crawl on out of there. I think 2.5 hours total to get out of there from the time I had first smashed my heel. I drove home. It was a long drive home. No matter where I put my heel on the drive home, no matter where I placed my heel on the floorboard of the truck, it was just in pain. Got back home, rested a day or two before I realized, yeah, I really need to get this checked out. After they did the imaging, they told me that it was a fractured calcaneus. I'm not displaced enough that it required surgery. So I was very, very fortunate. No surgery required. It's now been about 2 months since the fracture. I just now got off of crutches. In another 2 weeks, I'm going to be out of the plastic orthopedic boot and I'll be left to walking around in street shoes again.